What's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue, and I'm here with my boy Darren.
What's up, guys?
From Heroes Avenue, and we got the rare chance to kick it with each other today. So we're gonna talk about that Shazam, special look trailer thing that just dropped, and I just did a video on. If you haven't seen that video yet, click it up right there. But we're gonna talk about that. But first, we're gonna hit up this comic shop, pick a few things up, and we'll get into it. That's the one, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's the variant cover, yeah.
This is the only one.
Yeah, only Shazam out so far. I don't know how often it comes out. I haven't actually checked.
I could like, I honestly haven't been catching up with, I haven't been reading comics in quite a while, but I wanted to catch up on what's going on in DC, and I know that Heroes in Crisis has been killing it, so I got that, and I got the new Shazam. I know that came out this month. But yeah, like I want to start getting into comics again. I took a break because of work and finances, you know, keep building up. So I want to jump into it, and I think, you know, Heroes in Crisis can't go wrong. So
if you guys have been following the channel for any sort of time, you guys know that I'm in charge of a superhero race at work. So I'm gearing up for that in March. We're raising money for Parkinson's awareness. So I picked up some posters. Got a Deadpool poster, a Wonder Woman poster, a Black Panther poster, and a Star Wars Empire Strikes Back poster to give away at that run. So I'm gearing up for that. I'm gonna finish my Black Manta costume. So I'm finally gonna finish it. But you guys will see me in all its glory pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Darren, when did you first get into comic books?
wow, okay. The first time I got into comic books. So let me preface this with my whole dad side of the family. We all read comic books. So growing up, my uncles were always reading comic books, and so it wasn't until after high school I really finally made the jump and started reading comic books because my cousins were reading it already. And so to jump into comic books, I asked my cousins like what books I should jump into first, and so he gave me, you know, the typical Grant Morrison Batman books. He gave me All-Star Batman, he gave me Hush, he gave me Jeff Johns' Green Lantern, Sinestro's War. All those, you know, popular books they gave me, and that was when I started to fall in love with it, and I was like, damn, so the writing in comic books aren't just for kids, it's actually mature, and it's actually very sophisticated. And so that's what I really liked about it. And then I started exploring more with Marvel, and then I got really into it when I started reading a lot of Image books. And that's when my whole nerdgasm just exploded. And so, you know, ever since then, probably like 11 years down the line, I'm still, you know, invested in comic book heroes, and that's why we're doing this channel now.
So I started reading comic books kind of late. I'm actually a newcomer to the game, I would say. For the most part, my whole family was incredibly invested in movies. It was just tradition. After every holiday, after every family gathering, it was go to the movies, catch the latest movie. We all talk about the latest movie at dinner or whatever event we have going on. So as the superhero movies started to get more and more popular, I started to get fixated on superheroes, and I think that's probably the case for like 80% of the new fans, and I'm not ashamed to be one of them. We're living in a great time right now. So what happened was I was pretty intimidated going into a comic book shop for the first time. I actually didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start. So I think the first time I purchased one, I went in there and I wasted my money on buying some issue that I had no idea how to follow and things like that, and I'm sure it was like that for a lot of people. So but basically, you know, I started learning a little bit more. I started talking to the guys at the comic shop. Sometimes the guys are douchebags, sometimes they're cool. you know. But some guys, you know, they just said they pick a trade to follow, pick a graphic novel to follow. Darren, my boy Darren, for the longest time since high school, he told me he recommended that I just pick up, like, hey, what character are you interested in? Pick up the first trade, you know, or a popular trade or a popular story, and that's kind of how I started. And that was like maybe 3 years ago now, and I picked up Batman, picked up Aquaman. What else? Batman was the big one. I read the entire Injustice because of the video game. So I got introduced through popular culture, video games and things like that. And I'm currently reading a bunch of different comics right now. But yeah, I think what got me and even more into it was not only the increase in popular superhero movies, but Darren and I went on a cruise in May 3 years ago, and what happened was we decided we were going to make this Heroes Avenue channel, and I just started following, and I kept going with it, and now I'm totally entrenched with it, and that's where we're at right now. So that's kind of my story. Okay, Darren, I got to ask you a question. I was already able to put my 2 cents, a little bit of my 2 cents, into this Shazam trailer. I want to know what you think. What did you think about, what are your general opinions on the newest Shazam special look?
I loved it, man. I am now on board. I think the trailer we got before, I wasn't totally sold, even though I was gonna watch it regardless, but this one, this small little teaser that they gave us was hella good. I think it was dope. The visuals look amazing. That flight scene, you know, when right when Billy Batson jumps and says Shazam, and then he turns into a cloud and he just freaking flies, I freaking nerded out in that moment. And then I think also the comedy, the jokes, I feel like it totally hit. I think it was really good. And the liquor scene, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that the whole tone, I think it really fits. And then, like, it looked dark and it didn't look campy. And I think that's what we all want, right? So
yeah.
I think what we're getting now, we're definitely seeing David F. Sandberg's like his specialty with the movie, and so what he can bring into the table. And I think we're gonna see that even more with these trailers.
Yeah. So I'm actually the opposite of you. I was sold the minute I saw the trailer. I was sold the minute I saw the suit. A lot of people are gonna make fun of me. They're gonna make fun of me about that. But this specific trailer, you know what? It was so short and so to the point. We got and you know what's cool is that liquor store scene. I think that was their first day of shooting ever. So Zachary Levi, I thought he pulled off the character moment very well. You know, it was just the subtle things in his face that he did. I thought was amazing, and it was I could tell he'll pull off the comedy scenes. We didn't get to see some of the big references, the piano scene that we were almost promised in the trailer leak, but we may be getting a full trailer soon. You know, it's just a teaser, it's just a special look. So
I also like the Man of Steel fight scene with
that
I did not expect at all. I think that was really good.
Yeah, I totally did not expect to see a Man of Steel's there's going to be some destruction, I think, in this movie. Or, I don't know, what do you think they're going to hold back on the destruction side of things, given how Man of Steel already did stuff like that, or no?
I mean, it would make sense just because, like, Billy Batson, it's his first time being a superhero, just like how Clark Kent was. And he's just a kid, and he maybe doesn't know how powerful he actually is. So I wouldn't, you know, I think that it would make sense for him for there to be some destruction, but not like an entire city's worth. Like Superman.
So one of the guys in our comment section corrected us, or not corrected us, and kind of just let us know that this story, he's actually, Billy Batson's 15 years old, and in this movie, because they're not having Black Adam in it, they're giving the powers to Dr. Sivana, and that that makes total sense. And if you didn't get it, David F. Sandberg actually posted on his Instagram that the picture of the 7 deadly sins.
Oh yeah, that was
So
in the tomb,
So
I mean, I think it's supposed to be there regardless.
I thought that was cool.
It looked really good on film too.
Okay, so I think it is safe to assume that both of us are on board for this movie. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and then me and Darren will catch you guys next time. Peace.
See you guys on the avenue. Peace.